Well, good morning to you. I want you to take a minute and think back to a really fond memory from whether it's recently, in the past, or whatever. And did it entail a vacation somewhere with friends, with family, or whatever? And it definitely was a memory maker. Well, that's who we have on the show today. Memory makers here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Ann Tidwell, Marion Bradley. How are y'all?
Doing great.
Doing great.
Well, good.
Excited about more tours.
More tours.
Yes.
Now, the tours that you're in conjunction with Diamond Tours.
Correct.
And you go all over the country and outside of the country.
We do.
With some tremendous tours. I was looking at on the internet about some of the different places that you go to, and what floored me is the affordability of it.
Absolutely, and we're able to do that because we cater strictly to the mature adults and seniors. Mm-hmm. And our parent company is Diamond Tours. They've been in business 28 years, and they are a AAA company. They strictly cater to the senior age and mm-hmm. mature adults.
Right.
And they are the largest motor coach tour in the country.
Really?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And they've been around how long, you said?
They've been 28 years.
Wow.
This year. Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they have a very good track record.
Right.
Well, before we get into some of the, I wanted to bring up this map. And Ed, if you would kind of help
Sure.
me hold this up there. But this map shows you some of the different places that they go to across the country. That's a lot of arrows.
That is.
That's a lot of arrows. And we're talking about from way up here in the northeast to way over here in the southwest. Mm-hmm. And
the tip of Florida.
Tip of Florida, mm-hmm. all the way up into Canada.
Right.
And that's absolutely amazing. Matter of fact, there's some tours that you're working on as we speak right now. And I'm going to reach over here and grab this book.
All right.
I'm going to call this my cheat sheet.
Uh-oh.
Because it's some of the different things that are involved in it. I know right now you've got one coming up in June where you're actually going to Florida. Now, what got me with this, 5 days, mm-hmm. 4 nights, $435 a person?
Yes, sir. And that also includes 8 meals, a 4 or 5-star hotel, your transportation there and back. We use all brand new buses. They're 3 years old or less. They're all equipped with Wi-Fi. We have movies. We stop every 2.5 hours, let everybody stretch their legs. And should we be on a long trip, we stop overnight so that when we do arrive at our destination, everyone is reasonably rested and not worn out.
So not having to sleep through the night on a bus?
No, absolutely not. We find a wonderful hotel, usually in a place where there's another adventure to take in the meantime.
Oh, nice.
Maybe a museum or a president's home or something like that. We tour it, we have dinner there, and then we have a good night's rest and head off the next morning to our final destination.
Marion, what's been one of your favorite places to go to?
Washington, D.C.
Really?
It was awesome. But the best trip we took was the one to Niagara Falls in Canada.
That's way on up there. Of course, right now that area is frozen.
Frozen.
Yes.
It'd be kind of hard getting up there.
We went in the spring.
Yes.
Excuse me. Well, you've got Chicago, New York, Washington, D.C.,
Yes.
Boston, Canada.
Yes.
Let's talk about some of the Canada trips.
Well, we go to Toronto when we go to Niagara Falls and stay in Toronto and shop and see what all they have to see. Go to places like peanut factories. We go to fine restaurants and go to wine samplings and things like that. Some of the places have casinos, but if you don't do casinos, there's always some other arrangement made for the ones who don't want to gamble, some type of entertainment there. This coming year, in 2016, in May, we're going to be going to Montreal
I'm looking
and
at
Quebec.
that.
And that's going to be an absolutely fabulous tour.
10 nights lodging, including 4 consecutive nights in Canada, 18 meals, including 10 breakfasts, 8 dinners, and all the different wonderful tours
Oh, yeah.
that you
all
go
the
to.
way.
Included.
Everything's included, one price. And
Now, you went to, was it Nashville? No.
we're going to
Gatlinburg.
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 Done that.
Yes.
You had a great little story.
Yes.
And I'm making her tell this story because it is hilarious. Go
Please
ahead,
don't
Mary.
take offense.
Please no one take offense. They had another tour up there from people from New York City, and 2 of the ladies were having problem on their bus, and they missed the day that they really wanted to go on. So Diamond Tours called us and asked us if we would take them onto our bus. So Ann said yes, and so when she got on the bus and was telling everybody, everybody started grumbling. If they made problems on their bus, they're going to make problems on our bus, yada yada, and they just kept on. So finally, I just stood up and I said, "That's enough. Listen up, people. Tomorrow you will wear your shoes, and you guys in the back are going to take that spigot out because you're not roasting a pig tomorrow with those New Yorkers on the bus." So everybody laughed and we settled down. But later that night, Diamond Tours called us back and said that the ladies wouldn't be riding with us because they didn't know if we wore shoes or not.
And they were they were actually afraid to ride on the bus just in case we didn't have shoes on.
Yes.
Because being from the South, people
Right.
think that we don't wear shoes.
Right.
That's correct.
And of course, we wear shoes,
Right.
especially
Yes.
on Sundays.
Yes.
We have to go to church, and we do
Yes.
take baths on Saturday nights because we have to go to church on Sunday.
Right.
That's right. See?
So, if someone's interested in doing one of these tours, Ann, what do they need to do?
It's very simple. All they need to do is call our local number, or we can make the 800 number available to them. And they need to put $75 down, just $75. That will hold their seat. After that, they have the option to pay what they want, as long as they want, up until 6 weeks prior to leaving on the journey. We like to have it completely paid by then. It might be more comfortable to pay it all at once or in 2 payments or once a month, whatever's best for their income levels. And they can pay directly to us, and we will make copies of it and forward it on to the mother company, or they can make payments straight to the parent company if they'd rather do that, and we'll give them all the information. So the main thing they need to do is give us a call here at the local office, Memory Makers, and we'll give you that number, and we'll get you set up and go. But we've got a trip coming in June to Nashville. No, I'm sorry, to St. Augustine. Then we've got August to Cape Cod. That's going to be a great one. And then we've got April to Nashville. And then next year in May of
Is
2016 is Canada.
And of course, some of the other places, Mount Rushmore, the Grand Canyon, Colorado, and the Rocky Mountains.
Fabulous places.
How many, can you know right off the top of your head how many different places y'all go to?
We go to approximately 23 places right
Wow.
now, and we're adding all along. We just recently added Colorado and also the Isle of Cortez.
Okay.
Yeah.
Off of Quebec.
That's
Can't
awesome.
even say it yet.
If you want some more information about it, the number is on your screen. There's an email that you can email Ann as well. So, hey, Memory Makers, that's what they do, and it'd definitely be one for you and someone special in your family. Give them a call. Take a nice trip.